Yo, Bachi 2007 back at you with another one. And we're going to see female shaming tactics in response to a man having standards about what he wants in his life and what he brings to the table. And also, we're going to see in this video both the kind of mentality that comes from single mom raised boys and girls, both all in this one video. Let's check it out.
Funny, bro. Hey man, we're gonna have a great episode for you guys. We're gonna be talking about single parents dating, right? What it's like dating as a single parent. What do you guys look for when you guys are dating? What are the difficulties of dating as a single parent? Is it easy? Is it hard? Because I don't know. So go ahead.
You want to talk about something you don't know.
I want to learn. I really want to learn. You know what I'm saying? So what it's like dating as a single parent, male and female. So go ahead.
I actually just started kind of dating. Okay. So I wouldn't.
Oh, you were off the market.
Right, for a long time.
Okay.
So dating as a single parent is a little difficult to say. But beyond that, I think it's difficult for me to say because I don't have the same experiences as most people.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm a single parent, yes, but I have a nice village that's very helpful. So it doesn't kind of interfere with my dating.
What do you mean by that? You mean like
life.
The kids?
Yeah. Right. When you have a good village, you have good people around you that, you can count on. It makes it a little bit easier when you're dating because you don't have to work around so much.
Okay. Yeah. Looking for a sitter and stuff like that, trying to be okay.
So like I would say when my daughter was very young, I don't think people really believed I had a daughter. Right. Because my village was just really great. So my dad would get her every weekend, and from the time she was born up until recent, because now she's a teenager, she make her own little decisions.
That's right.
But up until recent, her dad used to get her like Wednesday through Friday. So that would leave me what? Monday and Tuesday. So that would leave me what? Monday and Tuesday.
So here's the problem off the rip. She was never made to take full responsibility for her actions. She has dad swooping in with the cape, taking the child for the weekend. She has that's her dad, and she has the father of the child taking the child more of the rest of the days than what she does, which is unusual. Actually, it's probably good for the daughter because, as we know with the facts, is that most children do better on average with a single father than they do with a single mother. So, uh, in every indicator of success and in health and so forth. But I'm sure she wasn't doing it for the purpose of the child's health and well-being, as she giggled about, and as she goes on to say, that gave her 5 days a week to date. And so that's what she was all about, up here being a part-time mother.
The days of a part-time mother. I got a part-time.
We're going to get more into this, but can you first get into the like button? Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, like us up, and we're right back to the program.
Which means if I'm dating, I have Wednesday through Sunday to make plans and arrangements. So Mondays and Tuesdays was off limits, right? Okay. So I'm just now entering the single parenting dating realm now that I have Miguel. Okay. And even though
see, she learned no lessons and goes back out and has another kid with no commitment, no man, no nothing. Just lay down, have another kid, whatever. No big deal. It's nothing.
I still have my village. It's not the same. I'm a little older. Yeah. So now it's making arrangements. It's like, whoa. Yeah, this is hard.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can speak generally. I can speak in general or whatever.
No. We're gonna speak direct, brother. I want. Listen. I want the nitty gritty. I want to hear because listen, man. I gotta live vicariously through you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel okay. I'll say this. For me personally, dating is not. It's not complex for me. Okay. Because one, I don't have any restrictions.
Right.
Okay. And by me saying that, yes, I do have older kids. So
no, but we mean how was dating when your kids were younger?
When they were younger.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when my kids were younger, when I was dating, it was a little bit of a challenge. Because of course I have kids and the other individuals didn't have kids, so they didn't understand the importance of me helping my children do their homework, putting them to bed, or maybe cooking dinner for them to make sure that they were okay. And sometimes I used to get a lot of backlash, attitude.
Really?
Yeah, of course, because sometimes certain women can be selfish.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's very selfish.
Because they're not in that position, because they don't understand what parenting is. So
Right.
of course, so they used to always get mad. Oh, you're not spending enough time with me. And I used to like take offense to it or whatever.
I'm spending time with my kids.
Yeah, I have to spend time with my kids.
These selfish banshees got problems about you not spending time with them no matter what. You don't have to have kids. If you have no kids and you work to make the money that they claim you have to be a man and to be with them, then they whine and complain about that. If you're doing anything other than focusing your time on them like there's some kind of demigod who is deserving of worship, then these banshees are going to always complain. So it's one thing or the other with that type.
I actually cut off women that came at me like that.
Oh, wow.
You get what I'm saying? So
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I can say it was difficult when my kids were younger, when I was dating and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because my kids is my priority. They come first.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm not a person that particularly likes to date people with kids anyways. So
Why is that? Why is that?
I prefer not to date people with kids because I don't like to deal with drama. So it has nothing to do with the kids. I love kids. But I just don't like to deal with the drama. And usually they have some form of drama. Even if it's not necessarily like super chaotic or toxic, it's some form of, you guys have an issue.
Okay.
And I don't like to deal with it because
How
I don't
is
have those
that
issues.
fair?
It's very fair. So people always say that to me, like, that's not fair
That's not
because you
fair,
have
though,
kids,
dog.
right?
Come on.
But the way I counter that is, yes, I have kids, but I don't have that dynamic. You know what I mean? Like,
But I understand, but that's not fair.
it is.
You
Because
can't just X somebody
I'm
out.
telling you, I don't want to deal with you because of the drama that comes
But if
along
there's no
with
drama, you can't.
9 times out of 10, I was always right. It's always a female lingering with chaos and toxicity, and it's not. And I know that because even just when you talk to people, like I remember being younger, like in my 20s, and I talked to people about me and my daughter's dad's relationship, and they're like, that's not normal, because.
Okay, then this should be that female that understands when men say they don't want to date women with children, and when they tell her, "Hey, I don't want to date you. You got children. I don't want Pookie and Nug Nug coming around. I don't want to deal with your drama. I don't want to become a second to your children. You got to cook dinner for your kid and make arrangements and all this, that, and the other." She's gonna be so understanding. She understands where her brother's coming from. Of course, let's watch and see just how understanding she is because women are logical and reasonable, right?
We don't have that drama and toxicity. So it's like, I don't want to date nobody with kids because people my age, the girls are still holding on to this man and it's some type of something going on. Oh, you can't see your kid. I don't like that. All that drama, I don't want no parts of that.
Right.
So you're not.
I don't give that drama to nobody.
So you're not even gonna give it a chance to see.
I don't want to.
Just because.
I'm not saying I'm not going to. I'm just saying you got to have a lot of other wonderful characteristics and qualities.
I'm saying though, but that's a disqualification.
I don't really want to deal with people
So
with
my
kids.
brother, if you got a child, you disqualified. Ain't that something?
I love kids though. Like I really love kids. It's just sometimes I feel like domestic violence is very serious.
Okay.
In a lot of these situations, these women and men that don't know how to let go and they feel like the baby mom or the baby dad is supposed to be with them forever. I can't insert myself into a type of chaos like that because I don't bring that chaos to nobody.
Well,
I don't have that type of drama going on.
I'll tell you what, because that's from a female perspective.
Yeah.
From the male perspective, I've heard a lot of times, even through social media, it's a lot of guys that they don't want to date women with kids, either.
Yeah.
Because they feel
Now,
like,
what's that reasoning?
Well, I'm saying, but they feel like, why should I invest into that situation when it's not mine child?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying.
That's
You're
not a
saying
man,
drama.
though.
Well, let me pick it up.
That's not a man, though. So you're not a woman, though. This is insane. So a man not wanting to invest into another man's children rather than be with a woman who can give him his own family so his resources can go to building his family rather than his resources going out of the door to a woman and her children who can just take those children at any time and he has nothing to say about that, that's not a man. Because a banshee woman has the right and she's the arbiter of what manhood is. But of course she's a complete hypocrite because she thinks she's a woman. She can make a decision about why she doesn't want to deal with a man with kids, but men can't make the same decision for why it is not of a benefit to them to deal with a woman with kids. These these modern minded gender studies neck twisting strong independent chicks, they are just, their whole mentality is so banal and so poison. You can't deal with any of them. And again, she has all of the visual signs that I tell you about that are a problem that you can see without actually dealing with her directly. The This kind of stud nose ring has been around forever, and it traditionally wasn't a problem. But I think she has them in both lobes. That's one of the new symbols of chaotic, nasty, strong-minded, strong, independent women. Of course, all of the earrings up and down the ear. This was always the free spirit look, going back even to the '90s. You knew you was dealing with flighty, free spirit chick with this. Then, of course, the sailor tat all up and down the arm, tat on the back of the hand to make it worse. Why you want to tat there? Why you want to have tats on your hand? Men like women with your hands to be pretty. We don't want to see your sailor tats on the back of your hand. And so you can already see the outer accoutrements of what I should chest the oh man, the solar plexus chest tat. The gold star symbol of a scattered woman who's out here for foolishness. This is that type. Never fails. This mentality always comes with those outer signs. We'll go back a couple of seconds here and we'll pick back up.
So I understand what you're saying. You're saying drama.
Though.
Well, let me pick it back on that.
Yeah,
That's not a man.
break it down for me.
Okay, so this is
Because you're sick, so you know.
yeah. So okay, and the men that don't date women with kids, I understand where they're coming from because don't no man want to play Mr. Cleanup guy, right? Especially if it's a productive, competitive man. Why should he come in that situation to clean up that situation?
Why not?
Nah, I don't agree with it.
I get.
Reason why not is you don't do something if there's no reason to do it. So why not is a stupid question. Why do it is the question. If you don't have an answer for why someone should do it, the answer to why not is because there's no reason to do it. And there is no reason to do that. To come play cleanup. Mr. Cleanup Man.
Yeah, did you say you don't agree? But I'm saying why not?
So dating single moms, right? Let me rephrase that. Dating single modern women. This is 3 questions that I will ask them. What is it that you can offer me that you haven't given to another man?
Oh my goodness.
That's what I said. What can you offer me that you haven't given to another man? And the reason why I'm saying that because 1, you shared your youth, your fertility, and your womb with another man. You shared your womb. You gave another man the biggest honor that you can give him, right? And my second question to that woman will be like, why didn't it work out with the father of the kid that, you know what I'm saying, that you had a kid with or whatever. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Because you created this family. So why should I give up my resources to take care of your kids, right? Because men, we're very territorial, right? Because 1, I have to share you with your kids. That is not mine. And also I have to share you with the father of your kids. Who is to know what time the father of your kids is on? Because as of late, I've been seeing men been killing other men because they're dealing with their exes. You get what I'm saying? Okay. And I don't know if that man may want to cause some harm to me. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I understand everything when men are saying I don't want to date single mothers with kids or whatever. You get my point?
I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So what's the third question?
So and let me ask you this question, bro. If you went to the store, would you buy a product that had a broken seal?
No, I'm not gonna.
You wouldn't. Why you wouldn't buy a product that had a broken seal?
Because it's already been. I don't know what's in there.
It's the same thing. That's the reason why men say they don't want to date women with kids because you already have been tainted. You already shared your womb with another man. So
Women gonna be salty. There goes the face. I tell you, women's gonna be salty over that word tainted. Woo! And you can see it all over her face. That's what they all feeling like inside. What her face looks like. Oh man, he just hit it. He just hit it the hammer right on the head of the nail. He done hurt him right there.
But are you serious right now?
Yes, I'm being very serious.
So okay,
I'm being very
so
serious.
to be a counter to that, because that is absolute. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's some bullshit, and I'm gonna that's some motherfucking bullshit. Yes, it is.
Go ahead.
Because I'm gonna say it is because you just said your first question was, well, I'm gonna ask a woman, what can she get? What can you give a woman that you ain't give to another female?
Okay. All right. Okay.
What can you? But no.
Okay, go ahead, Vic.
What can you give another female that you haven't? What can you give this woman that you haven't given to another female? Why does it have to be that a woman have to bring you something? I'm not. Who the fuck are you that I gotta bring you something?
Okay.
What are you bringing to me?
Okay.
It goes both ways. I thought.
What are you? This is how women think of men. If I'm not anybody that you should bring anything to, why are you trying to deal with me in the first place? That shows that if that's how you see me, the only reason you're here is for money or for what I can do for you. That's the only thing. Because you don't think I'm anybody in the first place. A woman like that, you should never deal with. It's the stupidest thing you can do. She has no respect for you. And for her to, again, betray herself for who she really is, which is what she's doing. She tried to start off talking kind of nice and having a nice demeanor and kind of a light on the outside, smiley and all that kind of stuff. But that's just chameleon. That's her representative she sends. And then when things get real, the real her comes out. And she shows how she looks at men. This is what she thought of the men she laid down and spread her legs for and let bust one up in her raw with her nasty tail. This is what she thought of those men. That's why it's okay to have a child for a man, but not actually get married to him and stay with him and follow under his direction and submit to him. But you can lay down and risk your life to have a child for him, but you can't be with him or submit to him. Because who are you? This is how most of them are. You need to check for that and check for that early and don't deal with it.
Thought. Now that's one. Now two, you're saying, well, you don't know what that circumstance could be, what that situation could be. So are you speaking from a standpoint of a man who does not have kids just yet?
Both.
Or you can't speak from both. And the reason I'm going to say you can't is because just as you're a man, if you are a man that has children, to say that to a woman that has children, it almost sounds... No, not almost. It's narcissistic as hell. Because if you've given another woman kids, who are you to ask a woman what you got to offer me because you gave a nigga kids? Did you not give another woman kids? So what happened with that family that you were building? Okay. Why did that not work out?
Okay, so can I answer your question?
Sure.
Okay, one, Vic, it's a double standard. Unfortunately, men can do it. You can. A woman cannot do what a man do. And two,
we can.
Okay, but let me say this. I know the detractors and the critics going to come for me because I have kids. One, my kids are grown. I have a 23-year-old.
But at one point they weren't.
But let me answer the question. I'll let you talk. Let me talk.
You're right.
I have two girls.
I'm
I have a 23-year-old and I have a 20-year-old. My oldest daughter has recently graduated from college on her way to grad school.
Yes, Lord.
My second daughter, she'll be graduating from college pretty soon, right? Secondly, I've never been married. So what I can offer a woman is marriage. That's the biggest honor. Listen, hold up. That's the biggest honor.
That's it. She shows you what she thinks of marriage, which is why she lays down and risks her life to give children to men with no commitment, because she doesn't think of anything of building family and marriage. Again, you should not be, if you're a traditional man at all, if you're thinking about marriage or even any kind of family commitment with a woman, if her mind state about it is that's it, that's nothing, run. That's pump and dump. That's all she's good for. That's why this is a two-time baby mama by two baby daddies and no man around for her. And she's almost got a grown daughter already. And she's at this point in life. She looks young, but she's got to be around 30 plus to have a child at the age she has. So this is what comes out of that thinking with women like this. But leave her to it. You know that what she's for is not much. Her mentality about family, cohesion, and legacy is that's it.
honor a man can give a woman is marriage. Yes, that is the biggest offer I can offer a woman is marriage. Because you know why? Can't no woman ever said that I was married to them. So that would give that other woman bragging rights that I've given you the biggest honor by marrying you. You're not just my baby mama, but you're my wife. And you can research my name. You would not see my name logged on any marriage license in all 50 states of America. Yes, and that's what it is. I'm
So
bringing marriage and I'm bringing my resources to you. That's what I'm bringing. Resources and marriage. And I have receipts because I am successful. When my kids were born, I always had custody of my kids and I have receipts. And my kids' success shows it. So I know what I'm talking about.
All right, so we heard it there, and we heard her laugh again at marriage and commitment. These are the women of today. You talk about marrying them, you talk about giving them commitment. They demand that they want commitment, but then what they think about it for real is that's a joke, that's a laugh, that's nothing. Again, these women don't believe in anything. These modern-minded women are really some awful beings, right? They are just really shallow, and her only interest, she was like, right when he said resources, she was like, okay, right. She was okay on that. She laughed at commitment. She just wants the resources. But you should not be giving your resources to a woman of this mentality. We really have to vet these women, brothers, and understand what we're dealing with. That's why I like to point out these visual signs and then some of these personality cues that you could see up front to know what you're dealing with before you really get deep into it. So if you will like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that stuff, like me up to get through the algorithm. You'll buy you 2007. I'm out.